Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Thought I'd take a few minutes to go over a fish fry for you guys. Now, a fish fry up north here is sort of a social event. All the local clubs and places, they have fish fries all winter long. It's typically a fall and a winter thing for fish fries. Places like the Eagles Club, the Moose, VFWs, they all have fish fries. And Mom used to make fish for us all the time, and she had kind of a specific way that she did it. Now, I looked through all Mom's writings. I never found specifically where she wrote down what she put together for her fish coating mix, but it was basically cornmeal, corn flour, a little salt, a little pepper, a little onion powder, a little garlic powder, and Shore Lunch cornmeal here, and like Fish Crisp is another one, Zatarain's cornmeal. Those are pretty similar to how Mom made them, and then when she would take the fish out, she would sometimes sprinkle them with dill, and a lot of times Mom would cook the fish whole because you got more meat out of it if you cooked it whole, and we just picked the bones out of it. But I actually have some walleye here from out in the lake, and cut this walleye up, and this walleye, the old timers used to call it pickerel. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to put a little milk on it to moisten it. I got about a cup there. We're going to let that set for a little bit. You don't necessarily have to do that, but they typically would put a little milk on it to get it ready. And then you put your seasoning mix into a bread bag. Mom always used a bread bag to dust the fish, and I'm going to do the same thing here. All right, well, our fish is soaking. We're going to get our burner going, and we're going to get our oil going to heat up. Typically in the fall and winter, when you have fish fries, you're definitely going to do it outside. That way you can stand around, have a beer, and you don't get the all the smell and the fumes of the fry oil inside the house. It's sort of an outdoor winter activity. Most of the best fish fries I've ever been to were always in the wintertime, and they were always outside. And basically all you do is you get a cast iron pan, and you get some oil in that cast iron pan. Now, when Mom would fry fish, she would use lard sometimes, but pretty much everybody has switched over to using some kind of cooking oil, and that is actually canola oil that I got in there. So anyway, we're going to let this heat up, and I'll show you a little trick here to know if the oil is hot enough to cook. We're going to get our fish breaded, and then we're going to be out here cooking. All right, we got our oil heating up. We got our fish drained. They soak probably about 10 minutes or so, which is plenty. And then all we're going to do is drop them into our bread bag with our seasoning mix. On the side here. Now all we're going to do is shake the heck out of it. Show you what the pieces look like, and that's basically what they look like. They take up the cornmeal flour mixture, and you just drop them onto a plate so you can transport them out to wherever you're going to fry them. Like I said in the other part, you know, the best fish fries always take place outside. One more piece in there, yeah, we're good. All right, set that off to the side. Now right here, I have got a metal bowl with brown paper bag in it, and that's basically how the fish was made back in the day. Because that way you could bring it in, you could set it in an oven or whatever, and then that way you could keep them warm if you were doing like a really large batch of fish. I've seen really large pans and sheet pans just covered with brown paper, and that's how they went about doing that. But anyway, we're going to get this out, and we're going to get this fried up for you. All right, our oil has been heating up, and this is a quick way to see if the oil is ready. If you don't have a thermometer, you take a little piece of bread and you drop it in the oil, and if it starts sizzling like that, you know you're good to go and your temperature's right. Anyway, I'm going to get that little piece of bread out of there, and we're going to get the fish in.
Remember, when you're deep frying anything, you do not want to overload the oil, so you're just going to put them in a little bit at a time. I'll put one more piece in, and we're going to let this go until these are done. And after the fish had a few seconds on each side, you want to take a tongs and you want to just move them around and turn them so they get a nice uniform color all the way around. All right, we got our fish done. When you got good hot oil, it doesn't take very long at all. We're going to take these inside now, and we're going to give you guys a taste test and give you guys a wrap up. All right, guys, we are back in the house here, and this is what our fish looks like. Nice and hot and flaky. There's something about that corn meal and corn flour that just gives it just a really good crunch and a really good taste. Now, you could sprinkle some dill on this. You can put some cayenne pepper on it, or just leave it just the way it is. Put these in hot dog buns and have yourself a regular fish sandwich, or have them as a side dish for steak and have like surf and turf or whatever. But that's basically how Mom and Grandma used to cook fish. They would put a cornmeal, corn flour mix on it, and they would deep fry it, usually in lard, but this time I used oil. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video. Just showing you guys how I do a fish fry. You guys have a good one.